Hello and welcome to Humans Vs Orcs. This is an incremental game where you wage war against the orcs and you try to become as powerful as possible in the process. So as you can see, I actually have a pretty significant amount of war medals here. I've actually been playing the game for quite some time, but what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you how it is to be super strong in this, because at the very beginning it is a little bit of a slow start, but that's just because it's an incremental game. So, you know, that's how it goes. Anyway, if you want to check it out, there is a link in the description. Let us begin a new game. Okay, so first of all, as you can see up at the top here, we're gaining some cash. Initially, when you first begin, you're only gaining 1 gold per second. At this point, we're gaining 2 because I have, obviously, a bunch of extra legacy upgrades and so on and so forth. So what we're going to do is we're just going to be summoning these things. It's kind of like a tug of war. If you've ever played any of those Flash games, basically it's kind of like that, but you have this big meta progression tree that you're going to be able to, you know, basically spec into, and there is a significant amount of, I would say, strategy. It's actually quite strange because you wouldn't think there'd be a huge amount of strategy in this, but there is actually quite a bit, because what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to be careful about how you spend your gold, because what's going to happen is at the end of every single wave, you're going to have this book come up and there are different pages that you can scroll through, and what's going to happen is you're going to have to spend skulls, which I have up here. Every single time one of your units dies or one of the enemy dies, you gain skulls, as far as I'm aware. And otherwise, you're going to have to spend gold. So as you can see right here, I can spend gold on tax collectors, and tax collectors would give me additional gold every single second. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to spend basically every single thing that I can in that, and we're just going to pump our economy. Now, here's a small tip. If you're going to play the game, I would highly recommend going down here to the bottom right, changing this to ×3, right? And then immediately, just not summoning anything, right? Just don't summon anything for the first couple of times, and just let yourself die, because what you're going to do is you're going to save up gold, right? You want to save up gold as much as you possibly can, and then once you've saved up enough gold, you want to spend points into tax collectors as much as you possibly can, and then you can actually start getting other things. Like, for example, there is this thing called auto deploy, which basically auto summons units for you, so you don't actually have to press anything. Now, bear in mind that you don't have to use your mouse. You can also use your keyboard. So if you want to do that, then you can. But as you can see right here, look at my money. My money situation is going absolutely insane. We're gaining so much gold every single time, and we are just going to continue summoning and continue summoning huge amounts. There you go. And now I can get auto deploy, which I will get. And let's get some critical strike. Let's get rapid deploy. I want to get rapid deploy as much as possible. Let's also get some more tax collectors, and then we are going to continue. And now I don't have to do anything. That's the great thing about incremental games. I love incremental games that allow you to automate a lot of the various functions that you're otherwise going to be seeing. And there you go. Boom. That's it. Done. Now, there are going to be additional units that you're going to be able to unlock. For example, as you can see right here, we have skeletal horses, skeletal archers, priests, stuff like that. You can literally get people added to this. And obviously, how do we do that? Well, we go back over here and we add in recruitment slots. There we go. Unit spawn slots right there. I believe that is going to allow us to do so. Is that? Yep, there you go. As you can see right there. So what we can do is we can get vampire archers. How much damage does this do? 24 damage. We can get skeleton archers as well. Okay, so let's go for the vampire archer, as you can see right there. And we should probably also get something else, like, for example, a lancer. Let's get the lancer too. So now we are going to be summoning those at the same time. So let's see. I have 100 gold remaining. I guess what we could do is try to get some regeneration for our base. And then we're just going to continue onward. Now, normally what you're going to have is you're going to have a dragon spawn at certain points in your progression. So what you're going to have is at wave 5, there will be a dragon that will appear, and it will kill you instantly. Okay, it will kill you instantly every single time, unless you go to your legacy screen right here and you buy the gold dragon ward, which allows you to survive the gold dragon. This literally just costs you a little bit of skulls. I think it was 30 skulls or something like that, which is really not that expensive. So I'm just letting you know that that's how you get past that. Otherwise, as you can see right here, obviously I have a huge amount of upgrades. You can read all of these if you so desire, but basically it's just damage taken reduction, additional units, free units, additional unit stats, and so on and so forth. So it really makes a big difference to go for those kinds of things. I'm actually going to be increasing the amount of gold that I get through kills. That's also going to make a pretty big difference, and otherwise let's continue. Now, we also have usable abilities down in the bottom here. So, for example, the Dragon Horn and the Rain of Arrows. Rain of Arrows allows you to do damage in an AoE. Dragon Horn allows you to basically buff your units, which obviously can make a pretty big difference in itself. I'm just going to get more tax collectors, get more kill gold, get more bonus gold, and so on and so forth. And then we're just going to continue onward. Now, that's it. I'm just going to try my hardest to try and boost my economy as much as I possibly can. I personally really like doing that. I would love to be able to get the ability Gold Rush. Unfortunately, we haven't had the opportunity to get that just yet. I would love to be able to. Let me see here. 2% gold interest. Yeah, I would like to get that as well. Basically, any unspent gold at the end of a wave will get you a little bit of interest when you have that particular skill. So it can make a really big difference. I'm going to continue using the Dragon Horn. As you can see, look at the amount of gold that I have now. Absolutely incredible. Let's get some more of that. Let's get some more of this. Let's get some more tax collectors. Let's get some of this, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much, basically. And we're going to be facing a boss at the end of this as well. Now, bear in mind that obviously the active abilities are going to have a cooldown. Rain of Arrows isn't as bad. It's pretty short cooldown in comparison. And as you can see, we're going to get another thing, and this is Rallying Cry. Obviously, Rallying Cry is basically just a buff that gives you more speed or something like that for your units, which can really make a big difference in these tug-of-war style games. So yeah, otherwise, I think we'll go for more interest. That's maxed out now. Let's go for some more bonus gold. Let's go for tax collectors, and I think we can probably continue here. I do need to start speccing into our own units, as in I need to start speccing their stats. So I need to start speccing their HP, I need to start speccing their attacks, their critical damage, critical chance, etc. All that stuff. Let's see if we get Gold Rush. No, we didn't. We just got Skeletal Archer. I already have that unit, so that is not necessarily important for us. But yeah, you could see here we've just got so much cash. Let's actually do something a little bit different here. I have some more spaces. So what should we do? Should we get the Priest? I'm not sure if that's particularly useful. I don't know. I mean, it costs 35 gold to get the Priest. I'm not sure if that's going to be super useful. I'm thinking that maybe what we want to do is get the Swordsman or the Armored Skeleton. Let's get the Armored Skeleton. I think that sounds pretty fun. Let's do that. Let's get the Armored Skeleton, go out there. And yeah, otherwise we will just continue to do damage. Obviously, I have the ward for the Red Dragon. We don't need to worry about the Red Dragon at all, as you can see, because we already have the ward for him. And otherwise, I am going to be a little bit careful now, and I'm actually going to be increasing our base defenses, because I'm a little bit worried about us having some random enemy slip by, and then it immediately just murdering us. That can actually happen, not too easily, but I want to be careful just in case. So we're otherwise just going to get a handful of upgrades for our characters now, just to make sure that we are going to be slightly more powerful in an offensive sense. And as you can see, look at that. Look at how fast our units are actually moving right now with that wonderful movement speed increase. And we're just going to use all of our abilities here. I really want to get Gold Rush. Like I said, the ability Gold Rush, basically what it does is it increases the amount of gold your units get for every single kill on the screen, which is extremely effective, or at least I think it will be. So if we can just get some more kill gold, there we go. Let's get some more bonus gold per wave. That sounds nice. Okay. Now, my record, right? My record for waves in this game is 21. Yeah, it's 21. I basically just got there and I was like, okay, well, there you go, you know. I got to 21 and that was all I could really do. But this, now things are going to get crazy. Oh yeah, things are going to get really crazy because I now have Gold Rush. Let's actually spec into this. There we go. And I think I'm going to do that. There we go. All right. So all I'm going to do now is whenever there is a significant amount of people on the screen, like round about here, we're just going to use this. And look at the amount of gold I'm getting right now. Look at the amount of gold. It's absolutely insane. It goes crazy. And we're just going to get tax collectors. There we go. My last bonus there. And, well, the question is, what do I want to do? I could go for some more fortifications. Do I care about more fortifications? Not really, actually. I feel like maybe going for more of this is going to be the way to go. So let's just spec into this. More rapid deployment. Sounds good. Let's go. Gold Rush is going to come back in about 30 seconds. So I'm looking forward to that. That's generally when we are going to be gaining a significant amount of gold, but obviously, as you can see right here, we're already gaining a massive amount because obviously my economy is really, really good right now. Otherwise, let's see, what's actually cheap here? Get this, more HP, more attack speed, more movement speed. Yeah, just spec into all of that. And obviously, you can customize your army however you so desire. You don't necessarily have to use soldiers anymore if you don't want to. So for example, if you don't want to have low-level units, you can just remove the low-level units and then use the others. So for example, if I wanted to, we could go over here, remove the soldier, and then we could use something like, we could use the skeleton instead. So we could just use the skeleton instead, and that would be really nice and easy. I could also use the skeletal archer, which actually doesn't do as much damage as the actual archer. That's kind of weird. Wait a minute. What about the swordsman? Where's the skeleton, actually? Where is the skeleton? Okay, wait. It's doing 22 damage. This does 22 damage. It has less... Wait, it has less HP. It's got this exact same DPS, but it has less HP. It has less HP? Are you serious? Okay, we're going to have to remove the skeleton, and we'll put the swordsman on there, obviously, and then I think we'll probably get the priest. I guess we'll probably get the priest. Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's do something like that. And we're just going to save up a bunch of gold now. And yeah, the Troll Warlord approaches. There we go. The Troll Warlord is coming in. I'm just going to use all of my abilities at once. The Troll Warlord is already dead. There you go. That was pretty nice and easy. And as you can see, we're completely fine here. Absolutely fine. And we are getting some additional whatevers. I don't even know what we actually even gained there, but there you go. We're just going to level up our attack speed, all of this wonderful stuff. There we go. And yeah, we can now continue. Okay, so we're already at wave 17. Obviously, as I've said before, I've already played this game for about an hour, I think. About an hour before, you know, all of that. Before all these upgrades actually became available to me. So, you know, there is that. And now let's just see how far we can actually get. I don't know how it's going to go. Let's get Gold Rush active once again. Wow, my forces literally just go right there. They cannot do anything. It's actually hilarious. Okay, let's just get this. Get some of that. Get some of this. I'm actually not entirely sure what else I can get right now. Our deployment slots are actually maxed out as well, so we can't really do anything else there. We are gaining a significant... Wow, we've got so much critical strike chance as well. Pretty crazy. Yeah, but let's see how far we can go. I don't know how... I actually have no idea if there is a limit to the amount of waves that you can even reach, but I'm going to assume there is. Maybe 25, maybe 30 or something like that. I have no idea. Ah, okay. So I actually unlocked a new guy. Great Sword Skeleton. Wow, that's actually pretty crazy. Okay, so what do I actually even want to do with this guy? Because I'm wondering, do I want to replace someone here? Do I want to replace the Armored Skeleton? Maybe replace the Armored Skeleton? That might make sense. Let's do that. Great. Wait. Armored Skeleton has 281, damage 41. No, this does so much more damage. Let's do that. Yeah, it sounds pretty fun. Okay, yeah, let's do that. And yeah, so at the moment, what we have is almost maxed out pretty much everything. We are actually starting to have problems now, by the way. This is wave 25. The enemy is actually starting to be very, very hard for us to kill. As you can see right here, I'm literally just spamming my buttons myself. I'm literally pressing my buttons myself because I am a bit worried about the enemy being able to do something. Oh, wait a second. Slime? What's that? Look at that. 450 HP. That's crazy. Okay, so the question is, do we want... It only does 11 damage. That's the problem. It only does 11 damage, which is extremely low. Yeah, I don't know whether I can even use that, to be honest. I'm not sure if I can actually use that, but yeah. Basically, what I'm doing right now is just going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and just trying to spawn as many well, as many everything as I can, because if we give them an inch, they will take a mile. That's pretty much how things are going to go right here. So I kind of want to be a little bit careful on that. I just want to make sure that we don't have a situation where I'm going to be like, oh yeah, this is really easy, I'm going to take it easy now. No, we cannot give them anything. We have to make sure that they absolutely get slaughtered in every single way. So I'm going to continue just doing that. I will literally just continue spawning stuff. As you can see, I'm spawning stuff much faster than the automated thing does, because obviously that's the case. The automated thing is trying to save you some cash by doing that, obviously. But, yeah. Oh, wizard. What? We got a wizard? Okay. What does the wizard do? What is he? And we also got an ent. What? Look at how crazy the ent is. 975 HP. That's insane. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll do that instead of the swordsman. The ent. There we go. Sounds pretty fun, right? Sounds pretty fun. Yeah, why not? Okay, let's do something like that. Wow, the ent is looking really, really cool, actually. Let's just summon a bunch of ents, considering I can literally just spam click this. I might even be... You know, I can actually just press 7. So let's just press 7. This is actually hilarious. Being able to literally just do that. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, we can even get some more... We can get tougher armor. I mean, imagine getting tougher armor at this point. Yeah, pretty crazy. Let's get that. Let's get this maxed out. Is there anything else? No, not really. Okay, so Gold Rush is still active. Let's continue summoning as many ents as possible. Because if we can summon more ents... Oh dear. The dragon is going to do a lot of damage. Okay, thankfully it didn't do that much to our ents, so we don't really need to worry about that. I'm just going to continually summon ents over and over and over again. I'm just going to continue summoning them massively. This is going to get pretty dicey. I think we should be fine. I'm just going to summon the greatsword skeletons and the ents. As you can see, we still have a pretty decent amount of cash, so I don't think we need to worry about it too much. Yeah, obviously, if I have loads of gold saved up, I'm going to be getting a massive amount from our interest. So that's something to bear in mind as well. Let's just be a little bit careful here. Yeah, no, I think I should be fine. I'm not going to actually summon anything more. There you go. Nice. We actually killed a boss right there. And I'm not going to be speccing into anything right now. I'll spec into some of this because it's not that expensive. And yeah, there isn't anything here as far as I can tell. I'm just going to add them though to the bench. Okay. Yeah, so we're just going to summon these. I'm going to summon a couple of priests as well, just in case, because obviously priests do heal us, right? And healing these ents that have like, what, 950 HP. It's going to be crazy. But yeah, this is when things are starting to get quite a bit harder. Okay, Knight Templar. Wow, okay, hello. 607 HP. Ooh. Wow, it actually increases ally damage by 20%. I cannot say no to this. We probably have to get rid of the archers, the regular archers, and then we'll recruit these Knight Templars. That sounds pretty fun to me. Let's do that. And let's just summon the Knight Templars and the Ents, and then we will be completely fine. Let's go for the Gold Rush here. And we'll otherwise just continue summoning these. Let's just summon all of these as much as we possibly can. As I said, I have no idea how many waves the game actually has. I'm not sure if it's unlimited, but we are still unlocking a bunch of additional classes. So I wouldn't expect it to be, you know, over that soon. But yeah, there we go. Oh, we got a werewolf? Really? We got a werewolf? Okay, what does the werewolf do? It has lifesteal, 25% of its damage. Not that big a fan of that. Not that big a fan, but I'll buy it just to, so, you know, just put it on the bench. And then we'll just continue onward. Let's go for a nice little gold rush here. Greatsword skeletons are going to be absolutely fantastic additions to our army as well, especially considering the Ents themselves are going to tank all the damage, and the greatsword skeletons are going to be at the front there, just doing so much damage. That's kind of the whole point, isn't it? Okay, there we go. So we did that. Now, the question is, yeah, I am just going to continue. Yeah, I'm just going to continue, and we're just going to see how far we can go. It looks as though the enemy's actually fighting back really, really hard right now. I'm not sure if we're actually going to be able to push them back. It does seem as though we might be able to, but this is where things are going to get very dicey. And it's actually quite funny, really, because I'm summoning all these greatsword skeletons, etc., etc., and we're still having a hard time actually pushing them. It seems like we can now Yep, there we go. I do have every single upgrade, by the way. Yeah. Every single upgrade is now unlocked. And I don't think there's anything else. No, but we do have this. We have a werebear, as you can see right there. And we also have an armored axeman. I'm not sure if we're actually going to use anything else. Actually, yeah, never mind. We're going to get the werebear. And there it is. Okay, we did it. All 48 waves were conquered. The end result is insane. Look at that. We killed 5,000 enemies. We spent this much gold. And we actually ended up losing only 1,202 troops. Let's return to camp right here. Obviously, I don't need to get any of these, but this is basically the meta progression system like I told you. And you can also do this while you're in the game as well. So you can see here that you do obviously get a very significant amount of stuff. And now bear in mind, this game has literally just come out, so we have no idea whether there will be additional updates or anything like that, but it's very cheap. It's only like a couple of dollars, you know, it's not really that much, and it is a fun experience, I gotta say. It is a fun experience, so yeah, otherwise you could click on fight again right here, and it will start you at level 1. Obviously, as you can see right here, we got more skulls and so on and so forth, and you're going to be able to continue from the very beginning if you want to do that. For me personally, what I would love to see is additional stuff, just basically additional things that I can spend my points in, right? I would love to be able to spend my skulls, because look at how much I actually have right now. I have 7,493. I would love to be able to spend these on something else. I'd like to be able to maybe play as the orcs, you know, play as the orcs or something like that. Just like completely flip it around and go up against the humans and, you know, try and see what we can do with that. Obviously, as you can see right here, it says 0.7 alpha. So I'm assuming that the game is still going to be worked on and that there will be updates in the future. Anyway, if you want to check it out, then there is a link in the description. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.